Hey, my brothers and sisters, how y'all doing today? I want to welcome y'all to Missouri Country Boy Finance and Trading Channel. Today we are going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about, my concept of how I trade and how I handle financing and how I counsel people in financing. You see, I believe that if I can help you to alleviate your suffering in your finances, then I'm doing a good job in my business. I don't believe that you should suffer in your finances. I really don't. I don't believe you need to be a slave to them. I believe that everybody can live off of their finances if they're just willing, not able. There is no such thing as able. The word is willing. If you're willing to want to live off them, then I believe you can live off them. But the problem is, brothers and sisters, is I'm not going to lie, many of us don't know how to live off of our finances. Many of us struggle to the point that we get frustrated, we get mad, we get angry, we get upset. We don't want people, we tell people that's none of my finances are none of your concerns. Because we are ashamed. You know, we don't want to admit how ashamed we are of the things that we buy with our money and how much money in a year's time we actually waste and we could actually be saving and applying to something that is beneficial to us. But oh no, we don't want to do that. As humans, we have been taught by a corrupt society that wants you to go and hire people like me to teach you and to help you understand how to live off of your finances. You know, I got off into this game because I was trading. And in trading, you got to learn how to have money management. Money management is money risk. It's risking a certain amount of money to make a lot of money. Perfect example, you risk $5 to make $25. You see what I'm saying? That is the difference. That is called money management. That is money risk. That's risk management. Money management. That's risking a certain amount of money to gain a certain amount of money. And a lot of traders do it constantly. It's a constant thing. But then you hear me constantly talk about those same traders and their finances, how they struggle in their finances, how they're constantly having to find the next setup, having to find the next this, the next that, instead of allowing it to come to them. I have learned in my 5 years of trading one thing. You got to journal every day and you'll get better at it. You got to actually do live trading and think of the money that you're using as a financial education and understanding your own personal finances, because it will teach you how to manage not only your finances in the market, but if you are one of the smart ones, it will teach you how to manage your finances out of the market as well. Because the teaching and the understanding of our finances out of the market, you know, a lot of people don't trade. A lot of people don't do what I do on a daily basis. They don't make a few $100s here. I don't make tens of thousands of dollars. I don't risk that much. You know, I probably risk maybe $5, $10 to win maybe 40 or 50, even $60 in the long run. I will do that, but I ain't going to risk a couple of thousand to win a couple of several tens of thousands. I don't do that. I don't believe in it. And the reason why is because I'm not saying I'm scared of the market. I'm just saying I'm not ready to do that. I'm not at that level yet. I'm not at that level yet because I'm not that proficiently good. So I want to build up myself to that. And the only way to do it is the live trade. If you don't live trade, you're never going to learn how to trade, period. Because live trading is where you learn what to do with your money and how to use your money in the market properly. Not improperly, but properly. Not only that, but finances. You know, I'm going to say it like this and then I'm going to get off here. In the real world, apart from trading, if you're struggling with your finances, you need to take a deeper look at the reason why you're struggling. Not because you're not making enough money, but why are you not making enough money? Are you crippled in a way? Are you disabled? Are you unsure of doing something? And the reason why is what's keeping you back from getting the money you need? Fact is that we always are worried about our finances instead of just not being, instead of, I don't want to say not be worried about them because then I want to say that you're living off of them because that is what I want you to do, to live off your finances because living off of them means you're free. You're free to examine yourself from the inside out. You're free to examine your views, your outlooks, and the things of life, and to do things that is right. But hey, I know I didn't make much sense here, and I'm sorry for that, but I just want you to know that if you want to be free from your finances, only thing you got to do is look at your finances, see what in your finances that you can get rid of, and then apply that principle across all your finances. After a while, start with one or two items. And when you get used to where you're no longer spending money on those items, add something else. And when you get used to not spending money on that, add something else. Keep going and you'll build that money, and that money, you'll watch it slowly build itself up. And you'll be like, doggone, I'm doing a pretty good job on keeping my money built up. Using my money wisely instead of unwisely. Because that's the only way. I'm telling you, brothers, that's the only way to actually be financially free. Now, I do love you, brothers and sisters. I hope to see you next time on the Missouri Country Boy Finance and Trading Channel. Until then, y'all take care of yourself, and I'll see you later.